Alright, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, also known as Captain Radeon. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, we've got some exciting news today. We have gotten an FSR 3 drop for RoboCop, Rogue City, Remnant 2, as well as, well, I don't know if it's in it yet. I just looked and I couldn't find it in The Last of Us Part 1. But those three games are also being added to the FSR 3 collection with frame generation and the updated algorithms for FSR 3, which happen to have a better, are bringing better advancements to the overall image quality of FSR 2. And like I said in other videos, I really do think that FSR 2 FSR gets a bad rap due to the use on consoles and stuff, or people trying to use FSR at lower resolutions and stuff. You got to understand, there are, and this is my honest opinion on this, because we have a lot of content creators that shill DLSS like it's going out of style. Well, what happens when you find somebody that doesn't like DLSS as much as everybody says it does? Well, you get stuck with me, Captain Radeon, who is actually more excited about what FSR brings than I am DLSS. Like, I do not care about some stupid AI trying to decide what's going to look good for my graphics. I like being able to either use like FSR or native, for that matter. I like native resolution. Like, I'm perfectly okay with native resolution. I'm okay with a little bit of instability on straight lines and image quality. Like, that doesn't bug me. Not even a little bit. Not especially not enough to pay a premium for some AI algorithm to upscale my technology. Like, I'm pretty sure that even if AMD finally one day brings a proprietary AMD AI solution that for upscaling, I would probably, be more willing to fall back on like FSR if I absolutely needed it, to be completely honest with you. Here's the thing, man. When I use FSR, I do not lose image quality at all, like I do when I use DLSS. And you can sit here and try to lie to me or tell you're blue in the face that, we don't lose any. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You lose image quality. You absolutely lose image quality. You lose texture quality. You lose all of that when you utilize DLSS. Now, you can try to tell me you can't, like you don't, but I've seen this with my own eyes. I've bought multiple NVIDIA GPUs. Like, I can see it with my own eyes. Like, you're not pulling the wool over anybody's eyes anymore. And I get that, I 100% get that people like DLSS, like I do, and I don't care. Like, more power to you. I want you to be happy. If Nvidia is what makes you happy, be happy. I'm not upset at you. Like, I have no bad blood or nothing like that. But I like AMD, and it is my mission as Captain Radeon to bring as many people over to at least have them try and see if AMD is something that would work for them, because I don't feel like they get that positive reinforcement when it comes to AMD. And if there are other AMD guys out there, maybe they're too, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm a consumer. I've never once on this channel claimed to be like some PC freaking expert or anything like that. All I can tell you is that what I see with my eyes on my screen is incredible when I use AMD. I absolutely love it. I think it is the bee's knees. I love using it. It looks incredible to me. Like, I have zero issues with it. I'm not having any compatibility issues. Somebody in the comment section said that they wanted to love a 7900 XT, but they couldn't. They were having compatibility issues and stuff like that. Granted, they might be on PC significantly longer than I am and have a much bigger library of games that might not work, but most of my games are from 360 generation forward, so I'm not having the compatibility issues that a lot of people are having. The only one that I've ran into, and I feel like this is a problem for a lot of people, and it doesn't have anything to do with GPU, it's the gosh dang it, what were those games called again? The prototype games. apparently you have to disable some of your CPU cores down to 4 so that you can actually run that game. And that's a CPU thing. That has nothing to do with your GPU or anything like that. So I'm not having any compatibility issues. I don't really have a dedicated PC headset for VR, so everything that I've ever used on this has been MetaQuest 2, and it's always worked just fine for me. No problems, no issues, no compatibility nonsense, anything like that. It's always just worked right out of the box. So I don't have any like the VR issues, but these games that are starting to drop, and it's kind of funny, man, because they say AMD ages like fine wine, and dude, that's awesome. To be completely honest with you, that's awesome. I mean, Nvidia throws their stuff out. They got everything, all their ducks in a row right there at launch, and then you wait and wait and wait and wait for more games to come out to take advantage of your precious hardware. When with AMD, dude, they spend all that time backfilling and bringing stuff forward and making sure that, you know, you can use your older GPUs with newer technology, that you can utilize the newer features, and they do that. And yeah, it takes a little bit longer. I mean, if AMD was to just be like, you know what, man, and move forward every generation and stop caring about their old cards and just start, you know, bringing new features that only the new cards could do, then I would expect them to be day and date with all of their features like Nvidia is too. But they're not, dude. They actually go out of their way to make sure that you get compatibility and that you get some of these newer features on your older hardware, and that's awesome. That right there makes me respect AMD significantly more than Nvidia. AMD is even making it so the Nvidia bros on the 30 series cards can use FSR 3 and frame generation. Nvidia wasn't going to let them do that. Nvidia didn't care about that. They're like, we'll just let AMD do it. And so I'm grateful that you guys get to use that. Try out FSR 3. Try out the frame generation. See how it works for you. You know, let me know in the comments if that makes your 30 series experience any better. And if it does, might I suggest that you might just, you know, consider your next upgrade being AMD. That was where I was at, guys. I was with the 3080, and then boom, I bought the 7900 XT, and it has literally been smooth sailing the whole time. I'm running on an AM4 platform. I'm running a 5900X. 32 gigs of RAM at 3600 megahertz, and I'm not having issues. Like, I'm not having problems. It's been a smooth ride this whole time with AMD, and I absolutely love it. FSR 3 does look better, and it is getting better with every game, with every launch, with, you know, and you can really tell when the developer implements it really well. Gosh, it looks incredible. It looks great. Like, you can barely tell the difference between native resolution and FSR 3, at least in my opinion. And that's good. To me, that's good, because if I can get native 4K image using FSR 3, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't feel like I'm using I don't feel like I'm losing detail like I do on the Nvidia with DLSS. It to me, I can see it. I mean, you can try to tell me that you don't see it all day long, but I can see it. I can see the texture work. I can see like the blurring effect that you get with it. I can see that. When I use FSR with AMD, I don't lose any freaking quality. It looks incredible to me. So, alright my friends, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will have some of these videos out with the FSR 3 for these newer games so that you can take a look at them also, and so that I can go over them and look at that. So, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and I do appreciate everybody that supports the channel. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys make this worth it. So, we'll see you guys in the next one.